I can't tell you.
Not even joking. I don't. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
You
know, I asked the staff to do it. They were otherwise detained and occupied, but I went down to see the satanic display at the state capitol.
I wish we could air your video commentary that you sent to all of us.
There it is.
there it is.
And I thought it was really, really cool. I thought it was lit, man.
The display?
It was
Really?
It was very cool. I liked it.
It almost looks fall themed. You got your oranges and your yellows and your.
Well, that's the phoenix.
Who caped it out?
The bird that rises from the ashes. There was only one other person there while I was there, and that was a gal. And she appeared to be eating a piece of chocolate cake. And I
She from Edina?
I don't know. And I said to her, "Are you a Satanist?" And she said, "No, I just wanted to see what this was all about." And I said, "So did I. And isn't it cool?" And she said, "Yeah." And I think that we're hearing from these Republicans like Tom Emmer and Pete Stauber. Come on. How about inclusiveness, okay? Can we be inclusive? This is a First Amendment issue. And I think it's important to be inclusive and to reflect the diversity of the faiths we follow. And we have people that they don't necessarily worship Satan. They're just particularly fond of the secular idea.
But isn't this the whole two sets of rules deal that's going on here?
No, I don't
because
think so.
we're trying so desperate to keep God out of schools.
No.
But we're not going to keep Satan out of the Capitol.
No, I don't think it's that at all. And
Okay.
I don't think I think Tim Walz has done the best. He said he doesn't agree with it, but there was really nothing he could do about it.
My perspective is if Satan needs a home anywhere in the Twin Cities or Minnesota, that's where Satan
The Capitol,
belongs.
yeah, you're right.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
spot.
There is a DFL trifecta.
Yeah.
And why that court case is all the more important. But while there's a DFL trifecta, I don't think we should be surprised at this. I don't think we should be scoffing. I think it took somebody at least 5 to 7 minutes to build that, and I think it's intriguing and it's wonderful.
What would be fun? Are there Holly Dazzle parades anymore? Because
We're bringing it back this year.
if you could turn that into a mascot,
A float.
give it legs,
Oh,
run it down Nicollet Mall. God, that'd be fun.
this would
And
have
then
to be
set it on fire by the Vulcans.
This would have to be beefed up a little. It's paper. And it wouldn't really last on a parade route, but you could make a bigger one, a better one, And it's got what do you call those things you hang above a baby's crib?
A mobile.
It's got a mobile of little. To me, they look like the hats you wear as a court jester. Might wear those little hats, but then. The woman who was eating the chocolate cake, I said that to her. I said, these look like little hats. And she said, I think they're birds. So they might have been birds, so I don't know. But a mobile that has these little birds hanging from it. And there's a prayer. It's an actual prayer.
Isn't in the cartoons when you've got birds flying in a circle above your head, doesn't that represent that you've just taken a blow to the head?
Yeah,
Right, you've
hammer,
been knocked out.
hand built.
Yeah.
You're seeing musical notes.
Yes, yes.
See, had you informed the staff that there was chocolate cake at the Capitol, we all might
I
have.
would have been down there in a second.
No, she appeared with it. She had acquired it
Oh,
elsewhere.
she brought it up from outside.
Yeah, she had her own cake. And she didn't offer me any. And
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Well, you're still a stranger.
But I don't understand why people are so upset. It's handsome. It doesn't take up a lot of room.
Would you call it a phoenix? Because I can't tell what it is.
Well, a phoenix, of course, Ken, is a mythical bird. So we don't know. It could look like anything you want, really.
Well, Joe, this is not a bird that I've seen
No,
anywhere.
but that's because the phoenix
It's got
is,
horns.
well, that's because the phoenix is a mythical bird. What do you think? If you hang a bird feeder up at your farm up there, you're going to get a phoenix?
I would hope so.
No, they're mythical. They're
cardinals.
made up. It's the bird that rose from the ashes, and in Christianity, it often reflects the resurrection, and it has more of a Christian background than a Beelzebub background.
You know where this would look really good? Our state flag.
Oh, it would. It really would. I don't know why they didn't go all the way. We have the new flag, and I think you know what it did? of all the haranguing we do and all the hectoring we do of things we think are wrong in the state, and it made me proud.
Really?
It did. I was
First
proud.
time in a long time.
Yeah, I was proud.
Satanic pride?
No, Minnesota pride.
Minnesota pride. Okay.
Minnesota pride. That we have this plurality that we're more than happy to demonstrate and entertain throngs of people with it. I think it says a lot about us as a state. That's what made me proud.
Did you say the governor said he couldn't do anything about it?
No, there's not much he can do anything. He can't do anything about fraud either.
That's what I was going to bring up. He says the exact thing about fraud.
It's a real ceremonial position for him. He really doesn't have much to do.
When you were at the Capitol, was there any signs of Gwen? Apparently, she's been attending budget meetings and things of that nature.
No, and I can tell you that the Capitol, to me, was shockingly vacant.
Oh,
Really?
Dad got it on there. Joy to the world.
All right.
That's it.
thank
Sit
you.
down.
All
Sit
right,
down,
yeah.
Glenn. Go back in the kitchen.
Wow.
The Capitol was vacant. I strolled right in like I owned the place.
No security?
None. Zero.
Really?
You didn't have to
Zero.
go through a metal detector?
Zero. No.
Really?
And you went through the main,
Went through the front doors.
the horses and everything were right above
There
you.
wasn't
above
even a
me.
trooper standing
I
there?
walked up all those steps, walked right in. There was not a car on the grounds. There were no
Well,
people.
It's the people's house, so
Well, that's why I felt welcomed and proud.
I'm sure they were all working, scurrying about.
Well, I was going to say, I'm surprised there weren't a few homeless just shacking up for the day.
Right.
is there any room for tents in there?
I could have set up a computer and worked. There was no one around.
Really?
Right.
Wow.
It's not in the main hallway, or what do you call it? The main, what's the round thing?
Rotunda.
It's not in the main rotunda. That's reserved for a big Christmas tree with a sign indicating it's from the Christmas Tree Association of Minnesota. It's a plug.
Is that the one Timmy and Gwen were decorating? Or is that the one inside their house?
I believe I don't know what you saw in that video. I believe it was their house.
Okay.
Is the Christmas tree, that's not a Christian symbol, is it?
Well, to some people it is. To some, not to the Satanists. They have their own display.
Because if the Christmas tree is a Christian symbol, I'm outraged.
Yeah.
The Jews call it the Hanukkah bush.
The bush.
That's what the Jewish friends I knew. That's a Hanukkah bush.
But the other thing I liked about it, and it made me feel somewhat boastful about our state, is that, Lucifer and Beelzebub, they get a bad rap. Basically, what they're opposed to is authority of any kind. And I think that's reflected in the people we elect. And I see nothing wrong with this. This was advocacy, as far as I'm concerned. It was strong advocacy for inclusiveness. It was strong advocacy for the pursuit of knowledge. It was strong advocacy for artwork. There's very skilled artwork. I don't understand why people are upset. Apparently, this happened in Iowa last year or the year before, and some misguided Navy veteran destroyed it. And I thought that was a sad situation. And I believe one of these have been destroyed in Massachusetts. But one thing you can trust about Minnesota, and that's why I love it so, and that's why I've been feeling pride, is that this will not be destroyed. This will be revered. And that's because that's who we are. We're an inclusive, kind people. And
How long
think
is the satanic season? Is there a season?
that's a good question. I don't know what the season
Not
is.
just the satanic season.
Apparently it is. But Republican Pete Stauber, representative, come on. He said, what a disgrace. Only in Walls is Minnesota. Really, Pete? Come on.
So
This is who we are. This is who we are.
you said it's lit.
No, I didn't mean lit up.
No.
It's lit. It's,
Yeah, like it's fire.
it's cool.
Yeah, it's fire. That's what the kids say.
Fire, yeah.
It's fire.
It's fire.
Yeah.
It's a notch above a belt or whatever. It's really cool because if you stop to think about it,
And I do.
I know you do, and I'm sure you'll take the family.
We like to go to exhibits.
Well, this is it. This is an exhibit.
It'll be a first for us to do a satanic, a celebration of everything satanic, though.
You know, and I think it's in a way it sends a curiously interesting message to the legislature of fiduciary responsibility. I think if Walz and the legislators took a good look at this, they'd learn a lesson about pinching your pennies.
Okay.
I really do. A lot of people, for example,
A lot of people
would
like
set up a display and they'd have the gilded gold rope around it on stands.
Yeah.
Well, that's expensive.
Yeah.
This was string,
Yeah.
a nice piece of string that went around it, as though that might prevent you from leaning into it. It was a piece of string, and the little birds were construction paper. Is that what we call it in art class? Construction
or paper
paper.
mache?
Well, no, the feathers were paper.
Okay.
It reminded me when I was in 4th grade in Prior Lake, we all had to make something that represented a state that was assigned to us. My state was Delaware.
Oh.
And what I made out of paper mache was a blue chicken.
Good.
That's their state bird,
that's
the
right.
blue chicken.
Really? That's right.
And it was basically a round ball with paper mache,
I hope you-
Elmer's
blue,
glue.
and a little head. And that's what this is.
I hope you got a good grade for that.
Pretty sure I got an F.
So are you implying that this satanic display may have been assembled by
That's what
Fifth
I'm saying.
graders.
Yeah.
No,
Ding, ding.
No, that's unkind.
Okay.
These are adults who pinched their pennies, who watched the wallet, who minded the budget.
All right.
And you didn't have excess here. Not an excess at all.
It's our grandpas. Instead of going out to buying something, what do they say? I could make that better myself.
Right.
You know what? For all we know, this was put together in a garage.
Which would kind of be irony, wouldn't it?
It
That
really would.
Satanics, Satanists are.
I don't know how long it's
Assembling.
up. Do we know that? I don't
You're
want.
gonna
I
say
don't
feature
want.
that
You're
gets got a
inquiring about
test
the
run?
season.
I don't want anybody to miss it.
We should ask Gwen Walls. She would know.
Yeah. But it's Lucifer and Beelzebub. They get a bad rap, and I don't see what the hell's wrong with. And I found it ironic, just a bit ironic,
Don't you think?
that there's a prayer. You would think almost Beelzebub would be the antithesis of prayer.
I don't equate.
Well, I can read it to you. You want me to read it
Well,
to you?
are you going to put some kind of spell on yourself? Do you really want to
Well,
mess with that karma?
Lucifer was a cherub, an angel.
Yeah,
didn't he fall out of grace?
Thought
somehow?
he deserved a little more, kind of like us little devils over here.
Why does the why here it is?
Sure.
No, why does it come up narrow instead of the whole picture? I don't know how
Click on, tap it, and see if it.
it just I can't read you the I can't read you the.
I
prayer.
refuse to look it up on Google.
It's
because it
something
might
like
be
Dear
something
Beelzebub.
FBI gets behind you.
Dear Beelzebub.
We pray to Beelzebub.
Do you say dear, or do you just say, "Hey, Beelzebub"?
Now, do you want my real take?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of making me nervous.
Yeah, I was going to
here.
come over and do the old Hollywood slap. Wake up.
The whole place, the whole ambiance, inside and outside, reeked of secularism. When you stepped outside, the only thing you could hear was the grinding of steel from the erection next door of the unneeded $1 billion office building, and sparks flying off machines. And it was very,
The little elves were working.
very
feverishly.
dystopian, just dystopian as hell. That, and I walked in, there's not a soul, no security, no nothing. Walked right back to see old Lucifer's exhibit. Walked back out and hear the grinding of steel and the backup beepers of trucks and the sparks flying from saw cutting concrete. And it just felt like, well, oddly enough, it felt like hell.
I have a prayer to Beelzebub. It's really short, though. Bless my day that I may be honest with the devil, Beelzebub. to break even with him.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that what you're
no,
looking for?
it was something. I don't know. I seriously, I took a picture of it. Why does the picture come up only in a narrow frame?
Well,
I had the whole picture.
Hand it to Matthew and let him do it.
Well, see, it comes up like that, and I can't. It comes up like
He
this.
can't shrink it or
I can't.
make it bigger.
Oh, yeah. So
Why does it
you're
do
missing
that?
some of the words there.
See
yeah.
here, the town council or YouTube audience.
Yeah.
I wish I could read the whole thing, and I can't. And
Why don't we do this? Why don't we do one of these? We can get yourself situated, and then we can come back and you
can we
read it.
play my video?
It's got some language in it.
If you'd like to put it on your Twitter account, the people could hear it.
No, I don't think I should.
Okay.
You know
Chocolate
what?
cake, huh?
Yeah, she had a piece of cake or some confection. I don't know. Maybe it was a cheesecake. Maybe
You
or
didn't
something.
ask her for a bite, did you?
No, but it looked good. It looked good.
Okay.
It was a nice piece